Welcome to Rome's Rebellion. I'm your host, Rome. I just wanted to talk about why some people just don't want to vote for Joe Biden. Some people that have the label of progressives or socialists, democratic socialists, they just can't see it in them to actually vote for this man. And a lot of people are giving him flack for this, but I don't understand why. I don't understand why the pushback when uh, I'm pretty sure that they made it very loud and clear that they will only be voting for somebody who has their best interest. So, just like how Bernie said he was going to endorse to the nominee no matter who it was, they said they wasn't going to vote for the nominee if it wasn't Bernie Sanders. So, I got just a couple of examples. Like one, the media. The media will let Joe Biden do whatever he want to. He will pass all type of bills for the rich. They can bail out Wall Street again under Barack or Biden administration, whatever you want to call it. And we will hear no pushback from it. We will continue to lock kids up in cages like we did in the Obama administration, and we will not hear any pushback from it because this is their favor. This is so they're gonna let that pass. And I'll give you a couple examples on that. No, like a lot of black people don't know about the slave trade that Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton is responsible for. They don't know about the 90% civilian death rate with the drones. They don't know anything about the 2 wars, 3 wars that went to 7 wars, and they just don't want to seek the knowledge because they so into one with this corporate media with CNN, NSCBC, ABC, whatever the hell. It's just like they just brainwashed by this, and I don't think they're gonna look for other sources or other outlets that that might contradict what they believe in, so they feel good just watching CNN or watching NSCBC clown Trump all day when Barack Obama has passed some of the most fucked up bills in history, and he deported what 3 million Latinos. 1.5 million of them didn't even have a record. So I'll give you another one. Something that impacted me and my community, and it really messed up a lot of things here. The crime bill, the crack house bill, and not that I'm on drugs or anything like that, but I did have people that grew up in the 80s and lived through the 80s and actually fell victim to crack rock. And Joe Biden at the time was pushing to have my family locked away and get them possession charges when they needed rehab. They need rehabilitation, and he was pushing to get them locked away. That affected my community in a lot of ways. The 3 strikes was just gave the government another reason to just lock blacks up for no reason for a very long time. So even if you got 2 felonies on some weed cases or ecstasy case, you get your 3rd strike. That's it. And it's so crazy how we hold these people accountable like this, and they growing up in environments that they can be made a product of. So if all you see is crime and all you see is this, all you see is that, that's what you're gonna become more than likely. Some people don't. A lot of people grow out and get out of the hood, but a lot of people don't. A lot of people become a product of their environment. So instead of looking at these people like criminals, we should be looking at our government like criminals and asking, why aren't they doing better for us? Why aren't they just trying to solve poverty, and homelessness, stuff like that? That's what makes people violent, being poor. makes you very, very violent. And I know this from firsthand. Uh, yeah, and not even just that. The deportations. The deportations that was just too much. They overdid it. The Barack Obama administration overdid it with the deportations. 3 million of them deported. Not even half of them. Half of that 3 million didn't have records. They was workers, you know. And when Trump get in office, they got the nerve to say something about, him trying to stop immigrants from coming in and whatnot. But shoot, man, he would never touch, even with 2 terms. Trump would not deport more people than Barack Obama. Nobody ever will, ever. But it's a lot of reasons not to vote for Biden. There's a lot of reasons not to vote for Trump. But if you have a reason, that's your reason. If you want to fight like that, then go ahead. This is your fight. You take it, and you fight how you like. Because one thing I'm not gonna do is vote shame you. So if you feel like putting Biden in will help the progressives in some way, then that's on you. If I feel like 4 years of Trump is better than 8 years of the DNC, that's my opinion. But what we need to stop doing is pushing our beliefs on one another, because, and I have a problem with this a lot, because I am an angry black man and I can't help but to yell at people. I can't help it. I'm angry. But we can't sit here and put each other in some type of box. Like, we don't know what happened in your lifetime. We don't know what policies hurt you, your family. We don't know if policies even hurt you. Because a lot of these white people who's screaming at Trump at the top of their lungs, they don't feel the pain from them from these bills and these laws. And I doubt if they actually really even care. I think they just want attention. Like a lot of people. Just want attention. Don't really want to fight nothing. Don't fight locally. They don't help out with progressive ideas. They don't do nothing but oppose Trump. And I don't think that is good enough. Because Trump is not the root of our problems. He is not. The root of our problems is people like you who keep people like Joe Biden, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, all these people in power. That's the root of the problem. It starts from the voters. You kept these people in power 30-something years. They are, what? It's 100 and something years all put together. And look at the world now. Look at our economy now. We have to bail out big corporations every time the government shuts down or something happens as a pandemic. But they don't take care of us. And you got the nerve to shun and talk down on us for not supporting these people just because they used to be a feminist or they used to fight for colored people. That's not how it goes. Look at the track record. Why is Nancy Pelosi worth $100 million? How? On a government salary, that is impossible. Even if you took all your government money and got some heroin and just flipped it every time, you still won't get $100 million. How did you get that much money? And those are the questions we should be asking. This is why Trump is in office now, because we never ask these questions. We never question power. We just let it go because these people are not Republicans. But that is not good enough for me. It's not. And it's not good enough for a lot of other people, because somebody that's watching this right now can agree with me when I say this, that they already had their Donald Trump. So if you just now feeling hurt by these policies and whatnot, guess what? Suck it up. Suck it up and fight. Fight for the better. Not for status quo, because that's what got you Donald Trump. So, uh, it's a lot of reasons, man. It's a lot of reasons not to vote for Joe. But there is no reason for you to talk down on anybody who won't vote for Joe, who won't vote for Bernie, who won't vote for Biden. It don't matter. No voting shaming allowed. Let people think freely and move individually how they want. So if they feel like, shit, I'm voting Trump, that's them. Because you don't have to live their life. You don't know what happened. You don't know what people see when they looking at Joe Biden touching kids on a camera. But, okay, yes, Donald Trump has his problems. And he is a pedophile. And he is a racist. So why would you want to replace the same thing with the same thing? Do you know a positive and a positive do not connect? You know that, right? Like when you put magnets together, you know a positive. You are fucking yourself in the long run, because if you're going to put Biden in office, I guarantee you, 4 years is going to be a worse Trump. If you let Trump ride out these 4 years, you might get a better Bernie. You might. You know? Or you might get a better Barack. Somebody who's not weak. Some people see it like that. And that's their way of thinking. Oh, fucking well. You know, stop trying to think for everybody. Stop trying to, stop trying to make everybody move how you want. It's 7 billion people in this world. You think everybody is going to move like you? If we all thought the same way, we're going to die the same day. The same way. That will make us robots. And I know I'm not a robot. Yeah, just like Joe Biden pushing Ronald Reagan to be more conservative. Like, damn, like, you can say the past is the past all you want, but this really affects people's lives. And we don't supposed to be saying this for these type of people. These people are in power. The past is the past. I mean, okay, yeah, I smacked the girl. Yeah, I smacked the girl, but I'm a different man. I have a daughter now and I'm living like this. Whatever. That's some shit you can compare that to. But when you say the past is the past, the Iraq war and this and that, he knew Bush was lying. Well, the past is the past. People died. People are still hurt. Detroit haven't came back since the riots. And not only that, they have the nerve to outsource jobs with the NAFTA deal. That was Joe Biden. Is you getting me here? People are hurt by bills that these people pass. So if you say the past is the past, let it be, then shit. Donald Trump assaulted women. The past is the past. He ain't let black people in his fucking building. The past is the past. Right? Okay. But you don't want to hold them standards to somebody you don't like. Somebody, you don't want to hold them standards to somebody you like. You want to hold Joe up on a pedestal and push Trump down. Like, these men are not the same people. Like, they don't have the same donors. Who is donating to Donald Trump? Who's donating to Joe Biden? It's pharmaceutical companies, contractors, weapon contractors. What the fuck? So you think that something is going to actually happen for you just because Bernie Sanders is in his little task force, just because AOC is in his task force? Let me tell you something. AOC she won't even say Nancy Pelosi's name. She's not going to fight under Biden, and she's not going to fight under Nancy. Bernie can't get anything done because he gave up his leverage the moment he fucking dropped out. So if you think that you're going to have some kind of soft landing just because Bernie or AOC name is on this task force, well, I have a rude awakening for you. And I'm going to shake your ass up because nothing is going to happen. The best you're going to get is one more stimulus package and sent right back to work. And you're going to die, more than likely. You're probably going to die. Would you rather die? How much is your life worth? How much is your life worth to these people? How much is your life worth to this earth? To these people. These people don't give a fuck about you, your kids, your pain, your suffering. You losing people in your family, they want to send you back to work. They giving each other trillions of dollars. Corporate lobbyists got more money than us. We is the government. Without us paying taxes, there is nothing. So if we all stopped, nobody has to die. Nobody has to suffer. We can teach these people that we know we have power, and I'm willing to use this against you. I run my damn self if that's the case. Speak the hell up. So, you know what? People get on my damn nerve. I hate humans, and I'm gonna give y'all one more reason why a lot of people don't want to vote for Joe Biden is because his brain is gone. This man has had 2 brain aneurysms, open brain surgery. You don't see the patterns here. You don't see that, oh, I'm Joe Biden, I'm running for United Senate. Okay, you don't see it, whatever. If you don't see it, I don't see it. Just like when he said, I'm Joe Biden, I'm running for United States Senate. What the hell? Okay, you can act blind if you want, but Donald Trump in a debate is going to toast his ass. He's not going to hold back. He's not going to hold back like how Bernie Sanders did. Bernie Sanders could have called that man a racist. He could have called him a pedophile. Well, he called him my good friend. So, shit, even though, and what's so funny about this whole thing, Donald Trump said women let you grab them by the pussy when you famous. But this nigga ran an ad on sexual harassment on Joe Biden. He don't give a fuck about none of that shit because you want to know why? You want to know why? Because not only is y'all turning young people off from the Democratic Party, he has 95% support from the Republican base. That Republicans for Joe shit is just a show. Even if y'all manage to get a little bit more, it's not enough. It's not enough to swing a purple state back over. It's not enough to swing Michigan back over to blue. It's not enough to swing Ohio. It's not going to be enough. And you're going to fail. And I'm going to laugh. Joe Biden don't know where the fuck he's at. He don't know what state he's in. He tell people to vote for Trump. It's gonna be funny to me. You know? It's funny to me. I already lived through these things. Maybe you just getting hurt by it, but oh well. Because that's exactly what the fuck you said when the black communities had to go through this. That's exactly what you said, right? You just turned the eye, you just bat the eye. Or maybe you came to our neighborhoods, but you probably just locked the door on us when we was walking past, you know, and you had to park right here, or you don't like the sketchy neighborhood and this and that. Oh yes, this is the neighborhood that came from the policies from the Democratic Party. How long has Detroit has been under Democratic leadership? And look at Detroit now. Why do it only get good when white people want to move back here? Answer me that. How long has the Detroit riots has been gone? We still have burnt buildings up from the Detroit riots. Under Democratic leadership. So don't get mad when black and young people waking up to y'all bullshit. Hey, look, if it smells like bullshit and It looked like bullshit. I ain't tasting that shit. That might be some bullshit right there. That's some bullshit. I'm good. But I'm sorry. I kind of made this video a little bit longer than I thought. But I guess I had to get that rant out. But thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you watched the whole thing. If not, I understand because, some things can be repetitive. And sometimes we have to beat these things into people's head because it seems like they just don't understand where we are coming from when we say we won't vote for another racist rapist. And when you make the connections of how these men are alike, they say, la, 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 I can't hear you. And a lot of people was tired of that. I want my voice heard for once. For once, I want my voice heard. It's been a show. Thank you for tuning in. See you next time.